What's up?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
What's up?
Yo, trying to steal my stuff now.
Hey.
What's up, good people?
How are you all doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Insert Subject. Yeah, I'm Makia.
I'm Ant, and we're going to get into these pillows a little later.
I am so excited about these pillows.
It's so stupid.
We got the best family head, Insert Subject head. I love you guys so much.
Bruh.
If ain't nobody told you, you is the poo nanny to me. Thank you all. Thank you.
So, hey, hope you guys
Speaking of the poo nanny, did anybody catch that versus?
the poo, but why the poo nanny for?
Because D'Angelo was known for, setting the mood to get some poo
Was he
nanny.
really, though?
I mean, when you say, how does it feel?
Said I gotta know, baby.
I can't imagine that you're saying while you're putting food in your mouth.
It is. He was talking about how does it feel to lay down tonight on a comfortable bed.
With someone. But I'm just going to say, D'Angelo brought out 3 friends that I don't really think were his friends.
They weren't his friends.
So I feel like this was the absolute worst versus ever.
But he sat down and said it at first. He was like, "It's gonna be the first verse when I'm versing myself," and I was like, "This is going downhill." So I blame Swiss Beats and Timbaland for letting this happen.
If you only have 3 albums, and out of the 3 albums, you have maybe about 4 songs that people actually know. I'm not saying hits. I'm saying about 4 songs that people actually know.
That aren't diehard fans.
This ain't for you.
Because I wasn't a diehard fan. So the joints that came on that I knew, I was like, oh yeah, that's my jam. That's my Jimmy Jam right there. So it was bad. And then the DJ was doing the most. I saw
he was like,
some people loved it.
Had a little lamb.
When Yo did the zip codes with the
Yeah.
10 crack commandments, I was like, yeah, enough is enough.
Yeah. I mean, and then he was like, he would rock, and then he would cut it off, and I was like, but it was just getting good.
Just getting good. And he was like, yep, that's enough for y'all. And I was like, all right, then, well.
And another thing is he was playing party hype music, but D'Angelo was like, so it was just like everything just came down, and I was like,
glad I wasn't waiting for D'Angelo to help me set the mood last night, because he'd have blown it for me. Oh, I was okay.
Moving on.
So look. So this should look familiar. I have some questions. Y'all remember she set me up with that episode and ain't tell me nothing. Was like, hey, I'm going to ask Anthony some questions and y'all going to get to see who Anthony is. Guess what? It's my turn, baby.
I thought we said we were going to wait a long time.
We did. Because it set up so well, y'all. Listen. It set up so well. So she was like, we haven't had pre-production yet. And I was just like, don't need it. I got it.
I'm as nervous.
No, she should be. So let's get right into this. Makia.
Yes.
Question number 1. It's an easy one. I start out easy.
Okay.
What is the strangest thing you've done for a cheap deal?
The strangest thing I have done for a cheap deal. So I was flipping through the newspaper one day, and I saw this dealership was giving away free cars. And I was like, no, they weren't free. It was $99.
$99 car.
$99 car. So I was like, Anthony. And then, always get us into
Yes,
some
she
stuff.
does.
So I was like, Anthony, this Dars Cars is giving away $99 cars. So we're going to go get us a $99 car, okay? Because I'm very frugal. And the worst part is I have coins, but I just don't like to spend them. So we went out, and I believe I took my mom.
She going to leave out all the good details, huh? We got out there at 9 p.m. the night before. If you don't know where Dog Cars is, it's on Eastern Avenue, behind Hopkins, in the heart of the Hispanic territory. And we're there at 9 p.m. to camp out for the chance. It wasn't because she was like, they got $99 cars. It was one $99 car on the whole lot. Continue.
So I called my mom. and my friend Christy, and I was like, because we went by and people were already lined up. So I was like, we're going to get in line. So we're sitting outside on the pavement, outside of the parking lot.
Pavement, bro.
With the fold-out chairs, and it was cold outside. It was
wintertime, bro.
It was so cold. So we're like all shivering and like going to sleep and waking up. I mean, it was people's out there with us. And then the guy came out in the morning and was like, you have to sit in the driver's seat of the car that you think is $99.
Now, let's pause. She took us there overnight to get a $99 car. We did not know that you had to be sitting in the car in the driver's seat of the $99 car that didn't have a price on it to get the $99 car.
Yeah, so story ends there. Thank you.
So then, I'll pick up. So then, we're here. We've stayed overnight in the cold for this 99 chance to win a $99 car. You knew the car wasn't going to be anything fantastic. So we're just looking at the cars to see like everybody else. So finally we get there and he's like, all right, we're going to say go. It's no running. It's no blah, blah, blah. But you got to walk around and look at the car that you think is a $99 car. So we devise a plan. Mm-hmm. We split. We go and we're looking around and McKia gets to the $99 car. But she's not in the driver's seat.
I'm in the passenger seat.
I get to a car and I'm in the driver's seat that I'm assuming is the $99 car. By the time they revealed the price of my car was like $15,000. Mm-hmm. She gets to her car and her car is the $99 car.
I can pick a winner.
But in the process of this, we encounter a couple that seemingly have a substance issue.
That is correct.
And come on, tell the story.
So the guy is sitting in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. So they come do this car you would think is $15,000, but no, and they cross it out and write $99. So my face, I'm sitting there like, Yahtzee. So at first they let the driver decide if he's going to get the car or not. And then if he doesn't get it, then I get the opportunity to get the car. And so we're waiting for the people with the substance abuse issues to decide, because you had to have like insurance and all of this stuff.
Like you had to have all your proof there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so they told us, don't get out of the car yet because it looks like this deal may not go through. End of story.
That is not the end of story.
So I cannot even remember what happened, but all I know is the woman starts modulating her voice. And I was like, ma'am.
Now pause. I'm still at my car. I'm still at my car. Because I don't know the price of my car yet. But when she's texting me like, this is $99 car, I get out. So I'm walking from around the corner to her. And all of a sudden, all I hear is, who is your husband?
I know what happened now. So she got bucking bag and she like, you can get out the car because we got the $99 car. We got the $99 car. I was like, ma'am, it's not that serious. You want to put this whole production on, you're going to catch these hands. So I was like, my husband is coming over. Ma'am, just chill out, because her little man was getting on. So I was like, honey,
y'all know I ain't rap tight.
I will get my husband. She's like, who is your husband? Who is your husband?
So I come walking up, and I stand at least 2 feet taller than both of them on each other's shoulders. Things calmed down a little bit, but needless to say, after spending all that time in the cold, almost getting into a fist fight, fussing at somebody, potentially going to jail, we didn't get the $99 Chrysler Sebring with 130,000 miles on it.
We did not.
But that's okay, because there's so much more. So, hey, Mickey, I have another question.
Anthony.
Let me make sure it's on me, because I don't want to be out of focus. You're an avid planner, right?
I am.
Okay. How important is paying attention to the details when it comes to the traveling?
Very important.
Explain.
So you have to know like where you're going, where you're staying, what the itinerary is, what the excursions are.
What about who you're going with?
That is also very important.
Back to me. So, my wife decided for my birthday one year, never been to Atlantic City. You know where this story's going? I know you do. So she was like, I'm going to get us on a trip and we're going to go to Atlantic City because you've never been. So, we have to drive to D.C. And we have to drive to D.C. to board the bus to go to Atlantic City. And I'll let her tell the rest of the story.
So, I got an email at work, and I thought that it was from somebody that I knew.
Red flag number 1.
That's red flag number 1. And I was like, oh, Anthony, they have this overnight Atlantic City trip. Oh my God, it's for your birthday weekend. We're going to go. So we pay. We drive to this parking ride.
We pay. They got this trip overnight to Atlantic City, and we pay. Go ahead, continue.
So the trip included your transportation up to Atlantic City, a meal and drinks on the bus. You got a voucher to play in the casino. Mm-hmm. You got your overnight accommodations. Mm-hmm. We got a buffet dinner. Mm-hmm. And we got into Jay-Z's 40/40 Club that was open at the time.
40/40 Club, you say? We'll come back to that.
So we get to this parking ride, and I realize I know no one there. So we get on the bus, and everybody's like, man, what's up? And then they look at us.
Now, what she's leaving out is everybody on this bus is from D.C. and their friends. We are from Baltimore. We know no one. We're sitting on this bus with people looking at us because we aren't dressed like them. We aren't talking like them. And I have no clue what this movie is we watching that's starring them. Continue.
Yeah, so they all did this production together and they pop it on, because you know on the coach bus, you watch the DVD. So they all like, man, this is my boss. Watch me. Watch me. This me. And they doing this whole
fam.
And so we just sitting there like, now pause. Even before we got on the road, they stop at this supermarket to get the food. So we're like, So then they're passing around the platters and the drinks and stuff. They like, y'all want some? We like,
No, I'm good. I'm good, love. Enjoy.
So we get to Atlantic City probably like 11:30 a.m. And they like, we just going to eat now. We like, but we not even home.
Oh, we going to eat now because, you know, we got to eat by 12:30.
So we at the buffet, the dinner buffet at breakfast time.
Eating. We picked over it.
The end.
No, not the end. So listen. So I'll let me put it back on me. So I'll comment because this is my favorite part of the trip. So that evening, we had got an entry into Jay-Z's 40/40 Club. I'm a diehard Hov fan, so I'm like, that's it. I done went to the store. I am dressed from head to toe, ready to kill it. So we leave out of the hotel to meet back at the bus because the bus is taking us and we're all going together. And we walk onto this bus, and I don't know if y'all remember Jabot jeans with like the straps and the Maurice Malone with the reflectors. Now, they played out like 1999. This had to be like 2007 when we went on this trip. That's what was on the bus. So we dressed to the nines. Everybody, of course, is just staring at us like, well, where they think they going?
Right.
So we go to the club. We walk in. It's packed. It is ridiculously packed on the floor.
It was like a Saturday night.
But my wife sees seats in the bleachers.
Listen, I'm like, I'm not standing up all night. So I saw these seats in the bleachers. I was like, come on, Anthony, we just going to go sit up there. Because there were no seats available on the floor. So we go and we walk up the bleachers and we cop a squat.
Stop. Back on me. There's a bouncer at the bottom of these stairs. I scan the room. I need to know where I am. From Westside, Pop Grove, and Pressman, I pay attention to my surroundings. This bouncer stood 7'2". This brother had to be about 340 pounds, solid muscle. Makia's like, ooh, there's seats. Let's go to the seats. So she's pulling me up the steps past this bouncer, and he's looking at me in my eyes. We connect eyes. In this moment, she doesn't pay attention, but I have to weigh the options right now. Do I get destroyed in front of my wife? Or do I play like a punk in front of my wife? Which one I'm going to do? Surprisingly, he says nothing and lets us go sit down.
I didn't even see this bouncer.
I don't know how you didn't see the tree.
It wasn't until we were sitting up there and the waiter, I guess you could say, he came over and he was like, what kind of bottle do y'all want? And I was like, oh, no bottle. We're good.
Because we was in the bottle popper section.
And that's what he said. You're in the bottle popper section. I was like, oh.
Meanwhile, all of DC, the Bama bus trip, is staring at us again like, but they, why they up there and we down here? And they just looking. It's so awkward because they're just like,
yes.
It was, anyway, so the waiter comes over, babe, proceed. We're in the bottle popper section.
So I was like, how much is the bottle? He like, well, this is 200, this is 300, this is 500. I was like, I said, can we get like some chicken tenders? Because I noticed the people around us, they're eating. I was like, can we get some chicken tenders? So he was like, yeah, but if somebody comes that wants to get a bottle, y'all have to get up. So I'm like, that's fine.
But it's nobody up here. It's nobody up here but us. Mm-hmm. I swear, listen, don't judge me. I swear LB Shore was up there with two white women.
Yeah.
Like LB Shore was in the room with us, sitting right in front of us. Mm-hmm. And it was him and two white women. He was hugged up. And I was like, that's LB, the curly, that's LB Shore.
Yeah. And they kept saying Busta Rhymes was coming.
Yeah.
So we were trying to like drag it out, waiting for Busta Rhymes. And then I was like,
yep. So then we sashay down the stairs. And we're walking down, and finally she sees this big mountain of a bouncer.
I did.
So she tells the bouncer, as if to make it better, it's his birthday. So y'all ever see Next Friday? Where Craig introduces Money Mike to Damon. And Money Mike daps him up and pulls him in like the Matrix. That's what he did to me. And I just melted into the hug. Because there was nothing else I could do. I'm a big guy then. And he just, happy birthday, big brother. And I was like, yes, sir. I don't even know what to do with this. Like, yes, sir. I don't even know. So we're walking out. So, of course, the Bama bus is looking at us because they're like, we're not leaving yet. The bus isn't leaving. So Bougie Bonton, like, let's get a cab and go back to the room.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
So the next day on the bus, everybody getting on like, Oh, did y'all have fun in y'all little section?
So needless to say, she planned this trip well, except for the big details of the big bouncer and the people we were with. So if you ever get an email, moral of the story is if you ever get an email or work about a trip, I have some questions for you, Pay. That's all I'm saying. I'm not done. I have more questions. I got one more. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite. Because it's tied to a little trauma, but this is my favorite. Are you a fan of stage plays? And if so, what is your favorite one?
So many amendments in the Constitution. And I can only choose one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ain't no Fifth Amendment on this one. Ain't none. So, I asked this question to set up this story. Because all of my ish talkers in the comments below, they're going to side with me. Except for probably some of the ladies. Because y'all ain't going to, but fellas, hold me down in the comments. So as a good, back then I was your boyfriend. So as a good boyfriend, I know my wife loves Morris Chestnut. Loves every part of non-acting Morris Chestnut. So I say, Morris Chestnut is coming to town in a play. Not only am I going to take her, I'm going to take her and we're going to sit row F so she could see Morris Chestnut during this play. For however long he's in this play. And the play was, because she can't remember, David E. Talbot's Love in the Nick of Time. I wanted to go because it starred not Morris Chestnut because he can't act, but it had Avant. It had Deborah Cox. It was like, I'm like, they going to sing and this singing going to be it. And it was at the Murphy Fine Arts Center. So we're sitting here. She's excited. She done got dressed up for the kid. I'm like, oh yeah, it's around Valentine's Day. I'm like, I'm going to go home. And she going to pull out the drawers. And you know what you going to do? So, play starts. We done waited in the line. I bought a little playbill thing because they charging you for this. You know, the Lord have Mercy place charge you for everything. So I got a little thing. They was like, afterwards, we gonna have meet and greet so you can get the playbill signed if you bought them. I'm like, you can go get in the... Oh, hold
This
that
was me.
Hold that face because it gets better. So the play's going on. And I don't know if any of you've seen it, but I think it's still on. It's either on Netflix. It's on something. So you can pull it up. David E. Towers Loving the Next Time. Morris Chestnut had all of 3 scenes. In the whole 2-hour play,
That is correct.
3 scenes. One scene, his very first scene, he is behind a curtain. You know it's him because they pretty much say it's him. Behind a curtain. This one says,
Because he was taking his shirt off.
behind a curtain. So cool. I'm embarrassed because she's the only one making this noise. So I just look around, and it's a young lady and her girlfriend next to us, and she looking at me like, you better control your girl. Like, oh, we don't do that over here. And I'm like, I know we don't really do that over here either, but she ain't no chill. So,
well, you know,
second scene, probably like after intermission, he comes out. He just walks on the stage in the trench coat.
Sure everything
I was not really like that.
You can look in her eyes and tell she just lied to y'all. So at this juncture, I'm like, I just spent $270 for you to embarrass me like this? Like, he didn't even give you this ticket. I bought these tickets. Cool. Third scene come out, and he walks on the stage, and it's like ending this play, and she's like, and she ate that one. So I'm like, cool. So before the play is over, she has jumped up to go get in line. She done left me. Y'all, mind you, took her to dinner before all of this. We come here. I bought a little $20 playbill. I'm like, have a good time. By the way she left me on that row, I was like, I'm going to go get the car. All right. So as I'm walking slowly, she's in line. And I'm like, I'm going to wait here till you get closer. And then I'll go get the car so that when you come out, I'll be here with the car. As soon as she bends the corner to see the cast, you hear the whole room erupt in laughter. And under the laughter, you hear her, oh my God, Morris.
No.
And at that juncture, I left out the whole auditorium. I just went to go get my car.
So, insert Makia here. So they said, have your books out. Everybody, you're going to go through the line. Everybody's going to sign your book. No pictures, no nothing. So I'm like, okay. So we go through. And I think I got to whoever was like Deborah Cox's friend in the play or something.
Yeah.
And I had on this holster, this leather holster. And she was like, girl, I love your holster. And da-da-da-da-da. I was like, thank you. It's custom made. So I'm looking, and Morris, he's just signing, pass it, because they would pass your playbill down. Listen here. My baby has spent $270. You're not just
That's why you did it.
That's why I did it. I was like, you're not just going to sign my book and pass me off. I'm not a passer offer. So, got to Morris, gave him my book. He just signed it. He didn't even look up. So I said, Morris, can I ask you a question? So he looked up. I said, when you were here shooting Ladder 49, I burnt my house down waiting for you to come save me. You didn't come. He said, they just sent the local fire department today. I said, mm-hmm. And I said, nope. I'm waiting for Morris as the flyers worked behind me. He said, and I said, he said, you know, you have a beautiful smile. I said, why, thank you. Grabbed my book and I left one out. The end.
And got in the car, giddy as a schoolgirl, the whole ride home. Y'all don't know. It almost ain't happened because of that. It almost ain't happened because I bumped into that same couple outside when I was going to the car. They was like, dang, Morris took her? Like, what happened? And I was like, no, she in the line about to embarrass me some more. So I was just like, Just come to call with y'all for real. Like, just what y'all getting into later. I might roll with y'all because she done messed up the evening.
So, Morris, if you happen to see this, thank you. I appreciate that. You gave me a little eye contact, and the whole room stopped. Like, everybody just stopped because nobody was speaking to him. Listen, not me.
I had, and foolishly, because I love my wife, I took her to another Morris Chestnut play.
Let's move on to
She
something
didn't
else.
embarrass me as badly, but when it came to like the end with the meet and greet line, he was standing up this time, and she saw that he was only 5'2", and I think it took some of the luster away.
I didn't realize he was so short. But,
Yeah, that's why I did that though. So Morris, thank you, buddy.
So enough about me. Anthony, what do you have for us today?
So easy, nothing, baby. So here's my little rant today, friends. Hey, friends. If your jeans are too tight for you to pull them up over your butt, don't wear them. This is a message for the young boys out here who think skinny jeans and big shoes is the way to go. If your jeans can't come above your hip bone, don't wear the jeans. I think it's no point for that because obviously, sir, they're too small. Listen, I don't want you to get a yeast infection. I don't know if it's possible. But listen, with them tight jeans, it might just happen because I'm tired of seeing the back of your dingy, dusty drawers and your little belt. Wear jeans that fit. Give your little sister back her skinny jeans. Give your little brother back his Levi's. And put on some jeans that fit with a regular belt. I'm tired of seeing your butt. Period. And that's on Marietta Little Lane. Pull your pants up. Where the money reside, where the money reside. Reside where the money reside. You sure you got a question?
I do have a question. And this is a serious question. Ladies, why when you get your makeup done or you apply makeup to your face, do you then take selfies or videos of yourself and put a filter over it? So you're like filtering the makeup that's already filtering your face. So I'm confused. And I know many of you have seen this because I can tell because now your eyes have changed color and I know you don't have contacts. So I'm very much confused. Like, it's layers of things. I bumped into someone that I follow on social media and that follows me. And we like comment. We're like social media friends because I didn't know her in real life. And I was at Target and she was like, Mikia. And that's how I know people don't know. Mikia. And I was like, okay, so you don't know me because you don't know my name. So she's talking and da-da-da-da-da. And I like nod. And I hate when my family knows this because I'm nodding like trying to figure out where I know you from.
It's this way.
Yes. And so when she said her name, I was like, okay. And then she said her social media name. And I was like, okay. Then I was like, wait a minute. Because you don't look like this on social media. And not to say that she was an unattractive girl. I'm not saying that at all. But she was a heavily redacted girl in person.
Heavily redacted.
So, please explain to me if you're getting makeup put on, why are you still using a filter? Or if your significant other, lady friend, male friend, because, everyone is doing it now, explain to me why that is. So, this week's hashtag is hashtag face no filter. Let's just say your regular
hashtag
face.
Face no filter.
Let's just see your regular face.
Natural beauties.
I tried. I don't know if you go back and look at our very first episode. I put some makeup on my face because I was like, lights, camera, start the show. And I'm going to put on my bronzy glow. And then I'm going to sit here and talk some ish. And then hopefully my face looks flawless. See, I could be a singer or I could be a rapper. But after that, I was like, I'm over it. They going to get these moles and stuff and these bags. I'm going to try to do something. I'm going to try to go see her.
That's where the beauty resides.
Where the beauty reside. Where the beauty reside.
Okay.
So, this week's featured business is Tea Crochet. And a couple of episodes ago, we told you that she made like the bracelets, and she was the friend that I was like, I like your bracelets. And she was like, here you go. These are super dope.
It's hard.
Tiara, thank you so much. So we're going to be giving away $25.
Like she crochet these joints and put out a logo. These pillows are hard.
I love them. Now I want to get a new sofa so I'll have a place to put them.
They ain't let nobody put their big back on my pillow.
No. So I think we'll probably just include them on our episodes. I love them. Thank you.
They're hard. Thank you so much, Tiara.
Thank you. So we'll give away $25 towards your order with Tea Crochet. And we're going to link her information down below. And
you gotta be liking the video, subscribe to the YouTube page, and you gotta follow us on Instagram, insert_subject_here, because that's where we announce the winners now, because it's easier for people to be notified on Instagram. So pop on over there and check it out.
Yes. So one lucky subscriber, use the hashtag #FaceNoFilter.
Face no filter short. I like your face no filter. I'm shooting shots around here.
Would you go sit in another $99 car with me?
So this is a great episode. Miss you guys, love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Listen, y'all are killing it with us, man. I appreciate y'all. It's it warms my heart. My kid says it a lot. It warms my heart when I realize people are watching and they enjoy what we're doing. I appreciate it, man. We just been ourselves having a good time. So from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure my kids as well, thank you for all the support. We do not take it for granted at all.
Yes. So I'm Makia.
I'm Ant.
And thanks for stopping by to talk some ish with us today.
Yeah.